So, y'all, Elon Musk is talking about giving Americans $5,000 each based on whether he gets savings from what Doge is doing. Let me get into the details. So, this is from Fortune. It was published 6 hours ago. And yeah, let me just read this bullet point right here. It says Elon Musk says he would check with the president about an idea to issue refund checks from Doge savings. Those checks could be as much as $5,000 per household if the department hits its $2 trillion savings goal. But there are some major hurdles that could scuttle the idea. Now, you know what's so interesting? I was thinking, okay, once we get through the whole audit, which the government does need an audit, we just want someone who is actually qualified, an actual CPA or finance person, and we want someone who's not just firing everyone all willy-nilly. And we don't want Elon Musk. I'm going to say it. We don't want him to do it. We don't trust you. You got too much conflicts of interest. You got your government contracts and all of that, and you're racist. So we don't want you. We don't trust you. We feel like you're a robber baron and you're going to run off with the bag and make sure your billionaire friends get money, and we're going to be left holding an empty bag. But I'm pretty sure most Americans are not going to be like, oh, if not all Americans are not going to be like, oh no, we don't want to get rid of fraud and waste and abuse. Of course we do. But we know that it's a scam when Elon Musk and Donald Trump are the ones saying they're doing it. We don't trust y'all. Your track record is not tracking. So bottom line is, I was thinking just today or even yesterday, like what do these people, douche, whatever, expect to do with this money that they claim they're trying to save us? Is it paying off some debt? Because that's interesting, because they're actually raising the debt to pay tax cuts to the rich. So I would like to know, where's the money going? All this money you say you're saving, where is it going? And I also want us Americans, us taxpayers, all Americans, to get shares in every government contract that our tax dollars invest in these private companies. I want us to get dividends. We are shareholders. I feel like everyone should get dividends because we are investing in these businesses and helping to create these billionaires. So let me continue reading. Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency Task Force claims to be slashing the federal budget, which would ease the federal deficit. And you know what's so interesting? I thought that Trump just said that Elon Musk is not affiliated with Doge. Every day, something new information every day. We never know what's going on. Like, is he in douche? Is he not in douche? Is he over douche? Is he the leader of douche? Is he just advising douche? Like, we don't know, because there is literally no transparency whatsoever. It's cloak and dagger. No one knows what the hell's going on. And that's a whole nother problem. It's like, if you're on the up and up and you're really just auditing the government, where's the proof? Why aren't you coming out and going to the douche committee that they set up in Congress and discussing what you found? Because we are all very interested. We all would love to know, what are you finding that's so fraudulent? And why aren't you going to the Department of Defense? So many questions. So they said now Musk is exploring the idea of using some of that money to send rebate checks to citizens. And I guess he's trying to buy us. My freedom and democracy cannot be bought. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of greedy people out there that's going to be more than happy, especially because you fired everyone, to grab some checks. But I say, everyone, just like with his fork in the road letters, little buyout letters, do not fall for the okie doke. Do not get excited. We are so much more. We deserve so much more, and we should push for so much more. Of course, they can afford to do this. They can afford to do a hell of a lot more. Our country has more billionaires than any other country, and it's because of our tax dollars. So they're not doing us any favors. They just want us to get off their backs because they see how pissed off we are, and they would like to rob us in peace. They don't want anyone interrupting them as they run off with their big tax cuts and they, pour more money into their bank accounts and into their wallets. They want us to get out of their way, essentially, and let them continue to take over our country and create America the way that it benefits them the most and we struggle the most. Don't give me your fucking charity, Elon Musk. We don't want your charity. We want what is owed to us as Americans. When you pay taxes, we essentially are trusting our representatives, the Congress, to go into the government and to figure out, because they control the purse strings, what is best for all of us. And we tell them. And if we say we want universal health care, we want childcare to be affordable, fuck that. I actually want it to be free. We want mothers to get a full year off of maternity leave. Is that asking so much? Everyone is so pressed for us to have these babies, but no one cares once you have them. Where is the government help? And again, I would say this until I'm blue in the face. We are the only developed country that does not offer these entitlements. There's not benefits. or whatever word you want to use. We're entitled to these things. I say they're entitlements. So Trump, Musk thinks, they probably talked about this and they're like, wow, they really hate us, because he said it in the Hannity interview. He was like, the left side used to really like me, and now the left doesn't. You are correct, Elon Musk. Actually, I never liked him. I didn't really know much about him. And now what I do know of him, I can't fucking stand him. But that's neither here nor there. And Elon Musk and Trump are like most narcissists. They care about what the public thinks about them. And these two love attention. So if you all think that what we're doing when we are marching, I hate to hear people say marching doesn't do anything. Please go sit down. Marching does a lot. It lets the world see we are not happy with this. Because if you sit in the house, even with you being mad, nobody knows until you hit the streets and burn some shit down to let them know we are angry. We do not agree with this. Power is in the people. When they saw that, when Trump and Musk see that, they don't want to be disliked. They don't want, and their ratings, approval ratings, are going quickly into the toilet in every country, including here. But they don't like this. They do not like this. So what I tell you all, keep your boot on their necks. Stay boycotting Tesla. Sell your Teslas. Sell your Tesla stock. Get rid of all that crap. Get rid of X. Get rid of your account. Get rid of, try to get rid of as much as you can. Like if you're making money on a platform, do what you got to do. We don't want to mess with anybody's bag. We know times are hard. But get rid of as much as what you can. Boycott as much as you can. Okay? Just try to do necessities. I've been doing this for a long time. So I'm already there. But yeah, boycotting Walmart, Amazon, all of them. Hurt them where it hurts the most for them. They love money. Take money away from them. And I actually have another video coming up to talk about what's going on with X. It is hilarious. It says in a post on Twitter/X Tuesday afternoon. I love how no one's really committing to X. It's so funny. Like, it's like, no, this is still Twitter. In a post on Twitter Tuesday afternoon, Musk said he would escalate the idea of a Doge dividend, saying, see, I told you, they are listening to us. They are listening to us. They know people are hip to who they are now as robber barons. And we're like, hey, where is our cut? This is hilarious. You all keep doing what you're doing and keep the pressure on them. They are listening to us, and this is great. So he's literally calling it a Doge dividend, saying, well, check with the president. Now, you all, you know how they used to talk about the guaranteed basic income? That's what we should push for. That's what we should tell our Congress representatives we want, or else we're not voting for them. We're going to vote them out. And I still say we try to get a third party, the Workers' Party, the party that's for the people. You call it the People's Party or the Workers' Party, whatever you want to call it. But it should be for us, by us, and put our people in and have them go fight for us, create legislation for us, so on and so forth. We should be getting guaranteed basic income, which is equate to a dividend from all these companies that get money, tax dollars from us. It should equate back to pushing into dividends and calling, basically guaranteed basic income, GBI. We should be getting that every month. We should be getting it. This whole thing that's happening with Trump is telling me, you know what? Fuck that. Let's go for broke. Why the fuck not? Like, Trump is showing us what can be accomplished when you just say fuck it and you go all the way in. If we can have a 34-time felon doing all the stuff he's doing, and we have Elon Musk from South Africa, and South African immigrant coming over here and taking over our government, this is showing me, why aren't we demanding more as Americans? I think a lot of us did not realize how much our tax dollars were doing for others. Our tax dollars are creating entire billionaires. And I keep trying to tell people this. The reason why all the billionaires are here is because no one else could achieve this anywhere else. There is no other country as powerful and as wealthy and successful as America. So that's why they're all here like sharks, circling around the chum, trying to get some of that blood and meat to eat. So we are the reason that these billionaires are even able to exist. So we should be demanding more. And we should be saying, hell yeah, we want guaranteed basic income. And we should stop looking at things as welfare or someone's feeling sorry for me. This is your money. You know that little money that comes out of your check every week? Or a lot of money, I don't remember how much it costs, but the money that comes out of your check every week, that percentage that says federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, all this money comes out of your check. That's your money. It goes somewhere, it goes sit in a bank account, the big American bank account somewhere, and Congress determines what to do with all that money. And they start thinking, okay, we have to set a budget. Every year, we got to come up with a budget. We got to pay for this. We got to pay this bill. We got to pay that bill. We got to pay for DOD. You know, we want to go to war again this year, so let's pay that bill over there. Let's pay this bill over here. But they pay these billionaires. And these billionaires do not pay their employees like they should. So we should be asking for higher wages. And fuck asking, we should be demanding it. And then we should be demanding everyone gets guaranteed basic income. Enough of the selfishness in our country as well. Enough of thinking, well, I'm doing well. Who cares about the other person? What is the point of that? Aren't you tired of walking over homeless people, stepping over them? Did we learn nothing from COVID that if one person is sick, that person can cough and get all of us sick? It's time for us to look at our society in a different way and in the selfishness. I've always hated selfishness, and this is why. Humans are not meant to be an island. We're not meant to try to make it on our own. It's just not feasible. It's not realistic. It's not really possible. It's very difficult to do. So we should fight. We should fight for these things and not look at it like, oh, it's stuff that we're owed. It's stuff that we're owed. And I'm reading this with you all, so I'm reacting to it as I'm reading it. So the post came in a reply to a suggestion by James Fishbeck, the CEO and co-founder of right-leaning investment firm Azoria. The company last year launched an anti-woke ETF that excluded companies that prioritize DEI hiring. By Fishbeck's calculations, if Doge reaches its target, like, should we really trust somebody like that? Absolutely not. But let me continue. By Fishbeck's calculations, what a weird name. Okay, let me keep going. By Fishbeck's calculations, if Doge reaches its target of $2 trillion in savings, a number that includes most of the government's discretionary spending and which Musk himself has backtracked from in the past month, a 20% cut of that distributed to Americans will work out to $5,000 per household. The checks he proposes will be sent after Doge expires next July. Doge on his website has claimed to create $55 billion in savings so far. Numerous media reports, however, have shown discrepancies in that figure, such as New York Times story pointing out one claim of an $8 billion savings that was actually an $8 million one. Additionally, many of the claims made by Doge include no documentation to back up their savings boast. See, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like they're just saying this to get us off their back. And I say no. I say we keep pushing forward, and we keep pushing for a more equitable government, a better democracy. All these things they're trying to roll back. Get it out of here. The hate has to end. We just have to vote for a better country for everyone to live here and enjoy it. I mean, if you don't like people, just go live in. I mean, really, honestly, a lot of people it's already kind of segregated. So I don't know why people are worried about, I can understand people saying, oh, I don't want the transgender in the bathroom of my child. I get that, because there have been times where people have acted like they were, something, and they attacked people. So I get it. Create a bathroom for them. Make space for everyone to be able to be in this country comfortably and enjoy the American dream and have an actual real shot at getting the American dream. And actually, it should be where everyone gets to just have it. Like, why not? Imagine a life like that, a world where everyone has universal health care. And people may be like, oh, we can't afford that, or who's going to pay for it? But you're paying for billionaires. We're paying for billionaires right now, and it does not benefit us. They almost never pay taxes. They don't put the money back into the economy, so our economy is like full of inflation. It's just raggedy. Invest in the people is better. So while the prospect of a $5,000 check will likely excite many people, it's unclear even if Doge demonstrably reaches its $2 trillion savings goal, whether it could issue those rebates without congressional approval. While Congress has shown a proclivity to follow President Donald Trump's wishes, some Republicans would prefer any savings be put toward paying down the national debt, which is really putting money in their pocket because they're raising it, our debt, to put money in their pocket. So make it make sense. And some Republicans prefer any savings. Okay, so while others want the money to pay for an extension of tax cuts set to expire, which are worrying, again, like I said, putting money in their pocket because those tax cuts are for them. Also, it's worth noting that Musk himself has been somewhat critical of government stimulus packages in the past, and in 2021 told Time magazine, I think the government is inherently not a good steward of capital. So make up your mind. Anyways, let's get into these comments. So this person says $5,000 reimbursement to American citizens would be great. No checks for anyone receiving any type of government assistance. Wow, that's kind. Why? You do realize that Trump and Musk are putting hundreds, if not thousands of people out of work, and therefore those people will reach out to certain programs for assistance like unemployment while they look for a new job. Yeah, exclude poor people and start a new revolution 70 million strong in the U.S. Great idea, buddy. All federal employees got a chance to resign and get 8 months severance. Whoever stayed knew the risk. And this is what I mean by the selfishness. I mean, literally the first comment that's quote unquote considered hot, which means it's probably, I guess, the most popular comment, is selfish. It's stupid and it's selfish. It's like, yeah, I'll take the check. I'm a dumbass. I'm easily to sell out and be bought and paid for. But don't give anything to people who are getting government assistance like you're just getting rich off government assistance. Like we're all just getting so rich off government assistance. Okay. Anywho, this person says no. Pay down the national debt. That money is already gone from our wallets. Paid in taxes. The future benefits of a balanced budget and no debt can mean lower taxes for decades. Lasts longer than 5,000. Most people will squander anyway. This person is saying they are trying to purchase your vote. The nasty twist will be the tax liability. Next person saying that's too much like right for them to understand. This one says, but I bet you wouldn't turn the check down, huh? Now listen up, Democrats. Do not accept the check if this happens. Send it back since you're so against Musk and President Trump. Do not cash it, send it back. Okay, the next person says, I'll be sure to send it to your wife to buy you lunch. Send the Addy. Apparently y'all white folks need it more than us. We work for ourselves. We're not Venezuelans. We ain't going nowhere either. Legal status, bud. That was out of nowhere. And when it doesn't happen, you're going to come and give us a check out of your money? Or give it to your Republican neighbor? All right, next person saying, didn't Trump mull over no taxes on Social Security, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and cheaper groceries on day one? Oh, no, that was a promise. The no tax on tips, I think that means like you're not... I don't know. I heard something else about that, but that's another day. So it says yes, and people fell for it, flipped, thinking they were going to get a stimulus check, played his game well. Kind of like the student loan forgiveness thing. You know, it has to be approved. It can't be instantly made law. I hate how people are always trying to act like, oh, you're talking about this, so I got to talk about your party. Not everybody has a party. Not everybody has a party. It's not a football team. This is not a football game. I don't have a team. It's like the whataboutisms. What about? Shut the fuck up. Okay, for what Biden gave Zelensky, they could have given every citizen in this country a cool $1 million. Let that sink in. Do we want to talk about what Musk gave Trump? Okay. So it says that I take it you aren't as gullible as some of your comrades. I'll adjust that. Although that amount may be askew, $22,875 per adult isn't something to sneeze at. That's every adult over the age of 18. It is something to sneeze at. I'm sorry. Can't believe you guys are actually buying into this clickbait. I want the same. He's like literally sitting here with us. So apparently he bought into the clickbait too because he read the same. He clicked. Okay. I want the same amount he took from the government, $80 million. That way I can help those he fired and the homeless and those in need. These Republicans with these bribes and temporary filling checks from thieves and government is not the business. By the way, for those who fall for this bullcrap, make sure you report it on your taxes in 2025. Because I think it means 2026. Nothing but a bribe. Restore people's jobs. Exactly. All this is because of the Democrats stealing from us. You do know that. You're a joke. Half the people who got fired who were also stealing from us. You're a true Democrat, a thief. Shut up, Gloria. This person says, yep, these are the idiots. They are so brainwashed. It's like an abused puppy. All it wants is love, but it's okay with being beat up if it means they can get a treat. Okay, Alabama. This person is saying this supposed money that he has saved, he wants to spend it now. So actually, what do they want to do with all the money they're saving? Pocket it. They say they want to give a $5,000 check for those having refunds. Some people maybe don't deserve her $5,000 refund. So they're spending our money again illegally. And I bet Trump gets some of it back too. Who is this person saying who doesn't deserve something? What makes you deserve something? You were a good little boy or a good little girl? So weird. And then she goes on to say, I really don't trust Elon Musk's Department of Efficiency or whatever the hell it's called, because I think they're just taking the money they got to show us they're saving it. And what are they going to use it for? Something good for America, or they got to pocket it. Pocket is probably what they're going to do. Okay. Any deal with the devil, and they are devils, is a bad deal that will backfire in your face. And then this woman says, I'm glad I'm not the only one they can see this. Oh, this grammar and stuff is awful. Liberals don't deserve one. Shut up, Bill. No, stop. Neither do you. From what I got of dark web info about you, you barely make any money anyway. People are crazy. LOL, if you had my money, you'd throw yours away. I want for nothing. I'd put that check into one of 4 bank accounts. I have let it snuggle up to all them stacks of my name on it. If he had money, he would not even be saying any of that online. They will probably require us to sign away our rights to sue if our personal data gets in the wrong hands as a condition to get the money. Right. Exactly. Muck that measly $5,000 trick so we can pour it back into their pockets in the big business economy. We are not for sale, Mr. Muskrat. I agree. This person says, she more and don't need it. Or I get it. Or shame on you. I don't know what they're talking about. Clearly a payoff to silence dissent. It is a spit in the face of all the terminated federal employees to act like this is anything but blood money. So celebrate. Take the payoff. But when the X falls your way, I hope you will be just as happy. Also, how much is Musk making off government contracts? Probably more than $5,000. Amazing how gullible people are. I thought it was $8,000. Being homeless and on disability, this would be a godsend for me. Okay. Wouldn't that push inflation? Kind of like all the COVID checks did. I don't even know. Yet another reason to question the intelligence of the masses. These checks are never going to happen. Don't forget to look at how much tax dollars go to Trump's golf, Super Bowl, and NASCAR excursions. Ooh, way too much. Never going to happen. Don't you love people that say stuff like that? Like, just shut up. You're really adding, like, nothing to the conversation. Like, nothing at all. Just negativity. That's about it. Shaking my head. Let's distract the American people by throwing them a shiny object to make them think they are getting something. All while they set their plan in motion to take away your future earned benefits. I know you can use that money to offset the price of eggs. I like money, but we need to pay down this debt. Remember, most of the debt is borrowed money. Just like a credit card, you had to pay interest on it. I don't know why people are so like, oh, we need to pay this debt, we need to pay this debt. I just don't feel like, I don't trust our government. It's like, what if there's not even any debt anyway? This person says, it's our money, why not? This one says, Trump will never agree to that. He's not about helping people, he's about hurting people. This one says, OMG, there won't be any checks for any U.S. citizen. All the checks will be made out to Trump and Elon, so don't be running to your mailboxes. So Musk is going to give MAGA a handout. Handouts the GOP equate with socialism. Actually, MAGA, you have been fooled again. He never said just MAGA, so this is weird. Some people are just so brainwashed. Like, you're MAGA, you're a lefty, you're this, you're that. It's like, just shut it up. I have a comment that I haven't heard at all. Is there anyone who could tell us how much of our money goes to foreign aid for other countries and who these countries are? One of the reasons is that so much of the mail I get, all they want is donations from this country and from foreign countries. Well, maybe you need to get off the mail list. Play that Vanilla Ice as Ice and Musk does that. What's right? Okay, doesn't make any sense. Don't do it. Instead of going further in debt, use the money to lower the U.S. debt. Americans get Americans got thousands during COVID. If the government cannot waste the money, keep the money. You know, I feel like they. I don't know if we're really in debt. And how can you trust that they're going to pay down our debt with this money? How could you know? What if there is no debt? And they'd say, okay, you don't want it, we'll keep it. Yeah, we'll invest it for you. We'll put it back. It's like, oh, I can't. This person says, we need it. This person says, well, he shouldn't give it to anybody that's registered as a Democrat. That's just my opinion. They're nasty, hateful people who out protesting and hating on Trump, so they don't deserve no money. Shut the fuck up. I hate people sometimes. I do. I really do. All right, so you let me know what you think about this proposition. I think it's a bribe or something to get us to like Elon and Trump, which will never happen over here. I don't care how much money they throw my way. They are stealing our democracy. They are running off with the whole bag. So it's like, yeah, you're throwing us a few crumbs so we can feel, oh, he's just so great. He gave us some crumbs. It's like, no, it's not good enough. Just not good enough. So thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.